Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the Felbat. While fighting together, grants the player and Felbat the lifesteal effect, which absorbs some of the received damage and restores health. So we're going to be testing each star, since I have the capabilities of doing so, to see how much more lifesteal we get with each star. For this test as well, I have removed my overshield to create more damage quicker with my actual health. And to touch base on the breeding itself, I personally used this Blazehound knock that I had from previous breedings with this Panglet that I had as well from previous breedings. But if you wanted to make this the quickest way, then you would need a Felbat to begin with, or not the quickest way, but one of the ways that you could do this is go up to where she is as a boss at 23, capture her, and then breed her with a Blazehound. Now, if you're breeding down and you're looking to get legend on her specifically, then you can breed a Frost Stallion with a Swee and get a Blazehound, and then breed the Felbat and the Blazehound to get a Blazehound knock, and then you can breed the Blazehound knocked with the Panglet and get the Felbat. Now, the way that I am operating this Felbat is ferocious, burly body, muscle head, and legend. The reason why we went with burly body is because we wanted that 40% increase to defense, which puts us quite a bit ahead. I am also running her with 3 different breath types: Crystal Breath, Draconic Breath, and Ignis Breath, because these things rotate quick enough to where she can continuously attack. I'm also wondering if her attack power actually makes a difference of the amount of lifesteal that you get. If it's a baseline, if it's just your damage that heals, or if it's her. It says hers also heals, I think, something to that degree. Yeah, we need to find something that's going to damage us but not completely kill us and stay alive long enough that we don't kill it instantly. Well, I think he's dead. Jesus. We're also going to use a regular assault rifle and then also try the high-end assault rifle to see if the damage actually makes a difference of how much lifesteal we get. Let's test him on Anubis. How's my health like going up that quickly? Looks like we're getting about like 1 point of health each bullet, and then a gradual healing as well. Yeah, it looks about one per bullet. Is that slow tick normal? I mean, that seems high. Hold on, let's see here. Well, it's the same with or without her. I thought it maybe, it says while fighting together, so she has to be out. It's gonna be hard to notice until we start putting stars into her, but basic life steal with an AR seems to be like 1 tick a bullet, and I imagine that it's each tick gives you 1 point, so that's why I'm assuming that the breaths are better, because they're multiple ticks at once. Try this on something different. Hold on, I gotta see this, because that uptick seems like really high. Player auto health regeneration rate. Let's cut it down to 5. That way it's not so high. Actually, let's put it at 0.1. That way we're kind of testing the extreme of this. We want to see how much we can heal. But yeah, it wasn't up. That's just the normal tick. With a regular Felbat, unless you invest into it, it's really not that crazy high. Which I believe at that point will only affect my auto regeneration health rather than the actual healing from Felbat. Let's give this one more go. That way we can see definitively what kind of healing we're getting off of it. Try this with Sezuku. Sezuku, hooty hoo, doody doo. Yeah, that's 1 tick per, and that's regardless of the damage itself. Get her to command attack aggressive. Her attacks don't seem to actually tick the healing. Maybe for her it does? Hold on. Yeah, okay. her attacks heal her. I think your attacks do both. No, okay, so your attacks heal you and her attacks heal her. Okay, we know how she functions now. As of right now, it's like 1 tick per round. In order for you to heal, then you need to attack, and in order for her to heal, she needs to attack. All right, so right now we're at 1 tick. Let's go ahead and we'll upgrade her. But it doesn't seem that the damage itself really matters. It's just the amount of ticks that you have per hit. So your beams like Pow Blast and stuff like that would work, but they're a lot longer to go through. The breaths are very quick to rotate through and pretty much can be continuous, and they are tick advantage at this point. So each time that she does one of those breaths, it's multiple ticks, which then heals her for multiple times. We're gonna take and switch up a Nightmare Ball on her, see what kind of damage we can get off of that. We will command her not to attack. Okay, she's low enough now. Okay, that was kind of hard to see, but seems like she does get a little bit more. But I think the best way to run her is definitely with the breaths, just because they're multiple ticks. We got a baseline for how she operates. You attack with her out, it heals you. I imagine any attacks that are done to you as well is absorbed by her, because it says, which absorbs some of the received damage and restores health. So I guess we need to put in her first star and see how much that boosts it up, because we're at about a tick a shot. All right, we got our star into her, sitting at 1349 with 910 defense now. Go test her back on Anubis. All right, we'll command her not to attack again. See what kind of healing we get off of this. Seems like we went up to 2 ticks maybe. I think it's still 1 though. It seems like she's getting a few more. Realistically, not that fast with 1 star. Go ahead and boost her up to 2. Now we got her at 2 stars. Let's boost her up to 1414 and 953 defense with 4,947 health. Bring her out, get her to not attack first and see. Seems about the same. Use a rocket launcher. I'll have to look to see if that did more, but I don't think it really did. Oh, so yeah, the more damage doesn't matter. It's about the amount of times that you hit them. So the only real way that this is going to work is if you're using an assault rifle, because the rocket launcher doesn't appear to actually be doing that much damage. All right, so far with me, it's not doing not anything up from what we've been seeing. For 2 stars, it seems like it's the same. Doesn't appear to be any faster. So now we're up to 3 stars, and I'm going to lay in this bed for a second to heal. All right, let's see if we got any more out of it now. No, it seems like it's still 1 a bullet. Let's see if it's like just any faster. No, still 1 a bullet. I'm gonna let him beat up on her a little bit, or he'll beat up on me. I mean, I'm still only seeing like 1 tick for each time, and even using the rocket launcher, it was still like 1 or 2 ticks. It wasn't. So the more damage is not going to be doing more healing. And so far, we're up to 3 stars with no change to the actual lifesteal amount. We'll go ahead and put in the final star. So now we're sitting at a full 4 star. He's at 1541 with 1,000 defense and 5,397 health. Okay, that seems to be doing more now. Nah, I think I'm illusioned. Let me try this rocket again. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gone up at all. Yeah, either this isn't working as intended, which I'm gonna chalk it up to that, because even with 0 stars put into her, we were getting the same amount of life steal. And with this being on the lowest setting that I could possibly get it, with the uptick being 1 point of health every second, I don't think that affects the actual life steal. I could be wrong. We'll try this. Because, well, her life steal, I mean, I didn't touch the PAL regeneration health, and it was still only 1 tick. So turn this back up to what it would be regularly. But this is nothing to shy away from. She is doing 1500 after I put souls into her and 4-starred her, and there's nothing else boosting her. But 1541 is nothing to scoff at, especially when we can boost her up with food and hooker teas behind her still, which we will do that. And we're going to throw her against Frostallion off rip and just see what kind of damage she actually does. Right now we're at 2086, so Crystal Breath is not going to be very effective against her, and Ignis Rage is not going to be that great, but we should put stuff that is going to be against her pretty well. So did grab a seed mine earlier, so we will put that on her, and then we will put, let's go with Flare Storm. We'll do 1 grass attack to Wrapper and Vine, and then the rest will be fire attacks. So yeah, as far as her actual life steal, I'd say it's not worth it to upgrade her for that, but if you breed up a decent one, her damage is pretty high, and we're sitting at 2 grand. Let's feed her some food. All right, after we fed her some food, she's at 2,503, so that's pretty good damage. Again, nothing to scoff at. We're gonna take her out of the pan and throw her directly into the fire. We're gonna see how well she does against Frostallion, because the healing doesn't seem to change, but I mean, you are getting, I guess it'd be all 3 of the bonuses of upgrading the defense, health, and attack power as well by upgrading. Doing pretty good damage. Is it enough though to keep her alive? I'm gonna help her out a bit. She's doing really good damage, especially with the back-to-back seed mine and everything. She appears to be confused. See, it's unfortunate that my attacks don't also heal her. She got her. A little bit of assistance from moi with the rocket launcher, but she got her. Not too shabby. Now, as far as the life steal itself, not that great, but overall damage profile, she does pretty good damage. And I haven't looked up her IVs or anything, but I remember when I bred her, I was going for, you know, highest damage type that I could get. I didn't look at anything else. I very seriously doubt that she's at 100, but I'd say probably in the higher 80s, low 90s as far as her IVs are going. So in conclusion, is the Felbat worth it? I'm gonna say yes and no. I'm gonna say if you're going in here for just the lifesteal ability, then I'm gonna say absolutely not. It doesn't change from 0 to 4. Now, this could be something that is not working as intended. It might change in the future, or if it is working as intended, there's no benefit of upgrading her partner skill. So I'm going to chalk it up to it's not working as intended, because you would think percentage wise that would go up further and further the more stars that you put into it, but it did nothing. Literally flatline nothing. And it didn't even appear really that when I was attacking that any of the damage that I was taking was not being absorbed by her, and vice versa. Well, I mean, it wouldn't work vice versa. It shouldn't work vice versa. That would be kind of counterintuitive. But as far as her overall damage, you can get her pretty beefy. And if you do like we did with the damage stacking of the elemental stuff, then she's actually really good. I mean, she basically soloed Frostallion with me using like 3 or 4 rockets just to keep her off of her for a second while she healed back up. But even in the game with it being at a 1 healing off of it, which is the baseline, which is normal, they naturally heal up almost faster than it would be to induce the life steal alone. In combination with it, it's all right, I guess. I mean, you could heal up fairly quickly, but I was expecting a lot more out of her as far as her lifesteal capabilities were. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to say yes and no. No for her lifesteal capabilities, but yes for her combat capabilities. And also, you can't really go wrong with upgrading her because she starts off at a 3 medicine. And if you get that up to a 4, that's on par with a Lylene anyway. So if you wanted something just for medicine, say that you were making a lot of the memory wipes to reset your skills to get more power out of your stuff, then she would be good for that, for base pal stuff. But even with that, you could have a Lylene do it, but then she gets off task sometimes. So if you want something with just medicine and you can get it up to 4, then yeah, that would be worth it. But yeah, I'd say it's a 50-50. Definitely not good for the lifesteal, definitely good for combat, definitely good for base pal stuff, especially if you're making a lot of medicine stuff. So yeah, I hope this was informative. If you like my content, drop a sub. If you like this video, drop a like. And if you guys would leave a comment down below on your thoughts of the Felbat, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Keep your willy washed. Peace out.